Hi guys, ostomates. I want to show you something that I think a lot of ostomates have a big issue with, and I feel like I have a little bit of a solution. I want to know how this works for you guys though. So pancaking. What is pancaking? So that's when your output kind of accumulates. I'm just going to lift my shirt up here. Your output will accumulate right here around the flange. So just around your stoma, and it'll kind of stick, and it's caused because like your output's thick and it doesn't have enough viscosity to just move to the bottom. One thing you can do is take your hand and just swipe over the top, and that will push it down. Doctors sometimes refer to that as milking because you're just pushing it downward like this. And the problem that you can run into with that is that you'll end up pushing output underneath your appliance, and it can cause leaking. So pancaking is actually a really big problem that ostomates face, more so if you have a colostomy versus an ileostomy. Your ileostomy will have, just by nature, it'll be a little more liquidy, and so normally it will easily fall down. I have an ileostomy, but I still run into pancaking quite a bit, and I want to show you guys what I do to help prevent pancaking. It's a really easy solution. So like I said, this, you can always do that. You can always just sit there and push it downward. I also want to mention that I have a convex barrier. I have a convex one because the bottom part of my stoma is very short. So I need to have a convex wafer to help push my stoma out and give it a little more length. And with the convex wafer, you actually end up with a bit more buildup around your stoma because it has almost like a little bit of a bowl shape for that to collect in there. It's a little more complicated. If you don't use a convex wafer, you don't know what that means. But if you do use a convex wafer, it does create like a little bowl situation, and it's harder to milk that because you have to kind of take your finger and like push around on the inside. So I don't like having to do that, and that's why I go ahead and I use this method. So as you can see here, I just have a thing of baby oil. I keep that in the bathroom, so whenever I go to empty out my pouch, maybe every 3 or 4 times that I empty it out, I'll put some of this baby oil in there. I don't have to do it every single time, but this does help tremendously with making sure everything comes out very quickly, very clean. And it also, in my opinion, helps with pancaking. So what you're going to do is open up your pouch. This only works with drainables. So you open up your pouch. And I'm going to pull my pouch as high up as I can. So it's tugging on the bottom of the wafer right there. I open it up. And then while it's being pulled all the way up, kind of lean back a bit. Put some oil in there. Now, still holding it upward, take your hand, I'm going to try to demonstrate this, and put it right here where that oil is sitting. So it's fallen down as far as it can right here. The oil's sitting right here. I'm going to take that oil and just rub it like that. So I'm pushing it up on top of my stoma. So I hope you can tell what I'm doing there. I'll try to hold it like this and show you with the other hand. So I'm taking that oil and rubbing it over the stoma. It just takes a second to do that. Now that I've done that, that part of my pouch now has oil on it, so that output's not going to stick to that part. It's just going to slip right down because there's nothing for it to grab a hold of. So the more you take that oil and rub it up as high as you can, you're not damaging anything by doing this, just rub it up there as high as you can, and now it's all just going to fall down. I've had wonderful luck with this. I hope that this tip helps you guys. You can get a big bottle of baby oil, which works very similar to a lubricant, but you can get this at like the dollar store for, $1 or something. And I find that the baby oil works better than most lubricants that your medical supplier is going to give you. If you find one that works really well for you, great. I just think that the lubricants are kind of expensive, especially if you have a copay, and the baby oil is $1. And you get a bunch of it. And anyhow, let me know what you guys think. Put in the comments what you guys do. If you do something to help with pancaking, or if you have another tip, I'd love to hear it. And I'm sure that everybody else would love to hear your tips on how to deal with it. I hope you ostomates have a wonderful weekend. I love you guys. You inspire me. You're awesome. Bye.